Welcome to a blast from the past. The 1980s were an iconic era of neon lights, big hair, and unforgettable movies. From action-packed thrillers to heartwarming comedies, the 80s produced some of the most beloved films of all time. So grab your popcorn and get ready to travel back in time as we count down the top 20 80s movies that still totally rock, counting down from number 20. Experience a dazzling and unforgettable journey through music, dance, and romance with Xanadu. This 1980s classic combines the infectious disco beats of the era with a whimsical and fantastical storyline that will have you tapping your toes and dreaming big. With a star-studded cast including Olivia Newton-John and Gene Kelly, Xanadu is a magical adventure that will transport you to a world of pure imagination. Are you ready for a horror movie that's so outrageous, it's hilarious? Look no further than House. This cult classic combines spine-tingling scares with over-the-top humor and an 80s flair that will have you hooked from start to finish.
Hi.
Sandy.
I tried to call, but there was no answer. I was worried about you, Roger.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
With his sanity and a host of otherworldly creatures, House is the perfect blend of horror and comedy. Hop on an epic adventure that's out of this world with the adventures of BUKAROO BANZAI across the 8th dimension. This 1984 sci-fi cult classic follows the daring exploits of BUKAROO BANZAI, a brilliant scientist and adventurer who sets out to save the world from an alien invasion.
BUKAROO, do you read? Commence braking procedure, over.
Just be cool.
With its quirky characters, inventive gadgets, and wild action sequences, this is a film that will keep you on the edge of your seat and leave you wanting more. Ready for a hilarious and heartwarming comedy that will keep you laughing from start to finish? Married to the Mob is a 1988 classic that stars Michelle Pfeiffer as a mob wife who wants out of the criminal lifestyle and into a normal life with her son. However, getting out proves to be easier said than done as she faces danger and temptation at every turn.
Give me a break. What do you want?
A haircut?
Boy, you don't give up too easy, do you, Mike?
Not when it comes to you, Angela.
With an all-star cast, including Matthew Modine and Mercedes Ruehl, Married to the Mob is a witty and entertaining film that delivers plenty of laughs while also exploring themes of love, loyalty, and redemption. Get ready for a heartwarming and hilarious comedy that will have you laughing and cheering along with its spunky heroine with Baby Boom. This 1987 classic stars Diane Keaton as J.C. Wyatt, alongside a charming cast, witty dialogue, and relatable themes.
Yes, British Department of Health and Social Security. Shall we step over there?
Sure. I'm sorry about Andrew.
Oh, yes, quite tragic. Of course, I didn't know them personally.
Oh, no, I know, neither did I, but it was very awful. I mean,
Baby Boom is a must-watch, feel-good film that will leave you with a smile on your face. So, if you're in the mood for a delightful comedy with heart, don't miss out on Baby Boom. Experience a thrilling and unique post-apocalyptic adventure with Night of the Comet. Released in 1984, this cult classic is a genre-defying film that combines horror, comedy, and sci-fi, delivering plenty of suspense and action.
do you have your MasterCard on you? No. Good, because you don't need it. The stars are open!
With its strong female leads, snappy dialogue, and iconic 80s soundtrack, Night of the Comet is a movie that's both fun and thought-provoking. If you're looking for a film that's thrilling and offbeat, Night of the Comet is definitely worth watching. Tango and Cash is a 1989 buddy cop action comedy starring Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell and follows two rival LA police detectives who are framed for murder and sent to prison.
That is an RV from hell. Care to join me?
Huh? What do you think?
I'm impressed.
Are you very impressed?
I am very impressed.
I mean, has this guy got some gray matter or what?
Looks that way.
God!
With its over-the-top action sequences, hilarious banter between the two leads, and a standout villainous performance by Jack Palance, Tango and Cash, is a non-stop thrill ride that never takes itself too seriously. It's the perfect example of the high-octane buddy cop flicks that dominated the 80s and early 90s, and it's a must-watch for fans of the genre. Prepare yourself for tons of laugh-out-loud moments with Night Shift, the 1982 comedy film that launched the career of director Ron Howard. Starring Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton, Night Shift follows two morgue attendants who decide to turn their grim workplace into a brothel for the night shift workers.
Look at this dash, Chuck. Solid gold. Look at this carpeting. Fur. Check out these windows. Glass? Glass, yeah. But we can see out, and nobody can see in. Watch. Oh, watch. Okay, here we go.
As you can imagine, hilarity ensues as the two men try to run their new business while keeping it a secret from their boss and the police. With its witty script, excellent cast, and hilarious situations, Night Shift is a movie that will keep you entertained from beginning to end. Get ready for a neighborhood watch like no other with The Burbs. This 1989 comedy horror film stars Tom Hanks as a suburbanite who becomes obsessed with investigating his mysterious new neighbors, convinced that they're hiding something sinister.
What?
Nothing.
What, Carol? What did you know was going to happen?
It started already. Look at you. You're going to sit around the house all week doing nothing, get bored out of your mind, and go back to work in worse shape than you are now.
Joined by his friends played by Bruce Dern and Rick Dukeman, the trio embark on a comical and suspenseful journey to uncover the truth. With its clever writing, strong performances, and a healthy dose of humor and horror, The Burbs is a movie that will keep you entertained and on the edge of your seat. Step into a world of film noir with Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. This 1982 comedy mystery film stars Steve Martin in a career-defining performance. Using actual footage and sound bites from films of the 1940s and 1950s, the filmmakers created a unique and hilarious spoof that pays homage to the golden age of cinema.
Hello, Marlo. Damn it. You didn't do what I told you. You know how I hate that dumb way of wearing your shirt button with no tie. Let me get you a tie.
With its clever use of old footage, witty writing, and a great cast that includes Rachel Ward and Carl Reiner, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid is a movie that will keep you entertained and guessing until the very end. This 1985 comedy film stars Val Kilmer and John Grease and navigates the world of science, love, and corporate greed in this hilarious and irreverent take on the classic college comedy.
Mitch, I was just like you. My mother used to dress me in white shirts and hush puppies and made me carry a briefcase guaranteeing that a girl would never talk to me. And when I first came here for 3 years, I studied all the time.
You?
Yeah.
With its witty writing, fantastic cast, and memorable moments, Real Genius is a movie that will keep you entertained from start to finish. It's a perfect example of the kind of smart, offbeat comedies that were popular in the 80s, and it's definitely worth watching if you're in the mood for something funny and unique. Adventures in Babysitting is a 1987 comedy adventure film that stars Elizabeth Shue as a babysitter and brings you along a series of hilarious and heartwarming misadventures.
Brenda, look, just don't go anywhere.
I can't. I don't have any money. I spent it all on the cab here. Chris, I need help.
I know.
You're in my house. If I take a cab to the Andersons, do you think you can pay for it?
With its clever writing, great cast, and mix of comedy and action, Adventures in Babysitting is a movie that will keep you entertained and on the edge of your seat. It's a quintessential 80s movie that captures the spirit of the decade perfectly, and it's definitely worth watching if you're in the mood for something fun and adventurous. Embark on a thrilling adventure in the heart of Colombia with Romancing the Stone. This 1984 action-adventure film stars Kathleen Turner, paired with a rugged and charming soldier of fortune played by Michael Douglas.
Please, I need your help.
That's my new career.
It's very...
Lady. Half a year's work just flew south for the winter, all right? My Jeep is totaled.
With its clever writing, engaging characters, and epic action sequences, Romancing the Stone is a movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. It's a classic 80s adventure movie that perfectly captures the spirit of the era. Get ready for a heartwarming tale of teenage romance with some kind of wonderful. This 1987 coming-of-age film stars Eric Stoltz as a high school student who has a crush on the most popular girl in school, but ultimately realizes that his true feelings are for his best friend, played by Mary Stuart Masterson.
But in school? What about her?
What do you think of?
Rat bait. Why?
Curious?
What about?
Her? Who she is?
Because she's beautiful, right? Guys are so sickening.
With its relatable characters, honest portrayal of teenage life, and a great soundtrack featuring classic songs by the Jesus and Mary Chain, and the March Violets, Some Kind of Wonderful is a movie that will make you laugh, cry, and fall in love with the characters. With fantastic performances by Paul Newman and Tom Cruise, slick and stylish direction by Martin Scorsese, and its thrilling depiction of the world of underground pool halls, The Color of Money is a movie that will keep you on the edge of your seat from the start to finish. It's a classic 80s drama that explores themes of mentorship, friendship, and the high-stakes world of competitive sports. And it's definitely worth watching if you're in the mood for something intense and exciting. So grab your cue stick and get ready to take on the world of pool hustling with The Color of Money. Blast off into the unknown with Starman, a 1984 science fiction romance film that stars Jeff Bridges and takes you on an emotional journey through the cosmos.
He's got a gun.
With its heartwarming tale of love and acceptance, its stunning special effects, and Bridges' captivating performance, Starman is a classic 80s sci-fi movie that explores themes of humanity and the nature of love. And it's something you should check out if you're in the mood for something touching and thought-provoking. Join Jack Burton on a wild ride through the mystical underworld of Chinatown in Big Trouble in Little China. This action-packed 1986 film offers a unique blend of martial arts, magic, and humor that will keep you entertained from start to finish.
Old Jack always says, what the hell?
The film features iconic characters like the wisecracking Burton and the powerful sorcerer Lo Pan, and it's filled with thrilling action sequences and mind-bending special effects. Get ready for a gritty and intense crime drama with Prince of the City. This 1981 film follows a New York City detective played by Treat Williams and amazingly offers a realistic portrayal of police work, powerful performances, and a gripping storyline.
Okay, you work my precinct. I don't give a fuck on what, as long as I get my full cut. Everything goes through Edelman. Edelman, that other thing, you work it out.
The film tackles complex themes such as morality, loyalty, and the consequences of one's actions. And it does so with raw honesty and emotional depth. A Fish Called Wanda is a movie that celebrates the absurdity of life and the joy of laughter. And it's definitely worth watching if you're in the mood for something lighthearted and fun.
They're gonna come and arrest you, and you'll come loping in like Rambo without a jockstrap, and you dangle him out a fifth-floor window. Now, was that smart?
Okay.
Was it shrewd? Was it good tactics, or was it stupid?
With its brilliant performances by Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Kline, and John Cleese, its witty and fast-paced dialogue, and its outrageous plot twists, A Fish Called Wanda is a movie that will have you laughing out loud from start to finish. The film is a perfect blend of slapstick humor, clever wordplay, and absurd situations. And it's a classic 80s comedy that still holds up today. After Hours is a perfect blend of humor, suspense, and existential dread. And it's a classic 80s movie that still feels fresh and original today. This 1985 film follows a bored office worker played by Griffin Dunne as he embarks on a bizarre and increasingly nightmarish adventure through the city's seedy neighborhoods.
Mark this down in the prefix file code.
Prefix code, right.
Okay. Good. Yeah, you got it. Another week, you have it down.
It's temporary anyway.
With its quirky and offbeat characters, its darkly comic tone, and its surreal and dreamlike visuals, After Hours is a movie that will keep you guessing and laughing until the very end. There you have it, folks. The top 20 80s movies that still totally rock. Whether you're a diehard fan of 80s cinema or you're discovering these films for the first time, we hope this list has given you some inspiration for your next movie night. So grab some popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready for a blast from the past with these classic 80s movies.